Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at another addition to the Steam Gauge Overhaul series by Black Square, and it's the Baron. The Deluxe or Premium Deluxe version of Microsoft Flight Simulator is required for this. And we're going to be taking a full look at the aircraft. We're going to be doing a flight. This features a completely new interior panel and systems. The flight model was improved as well based on pilot's feedback. The entire electrical system is functional. Every circuit breaker is functional. You can pop them out and you can see them pop mid-flight if you have a failure. And speaking of failures, there's a very in-depth failure system with persistent wear and scheduled failures as well. Looking at the yoke and behind the yoke, the switches, everything looks fairly nice. Very well done, the developer did a fantastic job. This package includes both the normally aspirated Baron as well as the pressurized Baron. This one we're going to be flying today is the pressurized Baron. As for the GPS, you can also use the PMS or TDS 750. I'm going to be using the stock, the working title GTN 530 and 430. If you want to switch your GPS, you have these two switches on the right side of the co-pilot's yoke. So up here we have the 750, 530, just a radio stack, and this one controls the bottom GPS. So if you want to, you can fly just like this. This is hot swappable, so you can change this mid-flight. Very, very nice. Being a study level aircraft means we should follow the checklist, because the way we fly this actually matters. We can wear down the engines, we can wear down the components if we are not flying this properly, in a proper manner. The checklists included are extensive. There's an extensive number of checklists, and all of this is very, very important because let's say we have an engine failure. Throttle closed, braking maximum. Yeah. Everything is here. If you look here at the checklist, we have engine start cold, engine start hot, engine start flooded. And these differences, they are important. And that's because this features probably the best engine simulation on Microsoft Flight Simulator for a GA aircraft. We have fouling, vapor lock, flooding, and even backfires. And the cold and hot is the aircraft has been sitting for a while, so the engine is cold. We were just flying this, so the engine is hot. So that's the meaning. So yeah. Pre-flight inspection complete. Seatbelts secure. Cabin doors latched. Parking brake is set. Let's make sure it is. Emergency gear handle is installed. Avionic breakers. And if you don't know where something is, a very nice feature, you can just click this and then you can see all of this. Very, very nice. Flaps up, avionics off, throttle closed, propeller high RPM, mixture full rich, cowl flaps open, aileron trim centered, rudder trim centered, landing gears down, all sub-panel switches are off, main breakers are all in. If we take a good look at them, they are all in. Alternate static air is normal. CO detector, we did test this, but we can always test this again. You hold this, it lights up. It might be a little bit hard to see in the video, but I can see it's lighting up. Fuel selectors are on. Cabin pressure shutoff pushed in. Door seal standby is good. Cabin pressure mode is dump. Seal mode is off. Beacon is coming on. And battery master is on. We should have 23. We do have 23. These two are coming on. Initiator is looking good. Left alternator on, right on. Main fuel quantities are good, and the tip tanks are good. Cabin heater as desired. Not desired yet. Left boost on low. We can hear both pumps. Before starting, engine checklist complete. Now choose start the engine. Right mixture is fully rich. High RPM. Fully open. Fuel flow greater than 3 gallons per hour. Off. Now we're going to open this just a little bit. And right starter. Can I get a clear prop? Okay, let's get 1200. Looking good. That is one good engine start. Oil pressure is in the green. Start initiator is off. Looking good. Below 25 amps. Plus volts. Yep. Now for the left engine, we're gonna repeat this. So fully rich. Left throttle fully open. Can I get a clear prop? And that failed. Let's try again. I think I let go too early. Huh, funny. There, no. Did I maybe flood the engine? Let's try with the pump on low. Yeah, I believe I flooded the engine. And that is why checklists are important. Let's go for the right engine. Everything's looking good. Mixture lean. Cut off, lean. High RPM, throttle just a tiny bit. And then engage. There we go. I flooded the left engine. There's that page. Engine start checklists complete. And now moving over to the after start checklist. Lights as required. I'm going to be turning on the nav lights. Weather radar is on standby. Actually, we can take a look at the failures menus here. So as you can see, we do have wear and tear on the engines, 100% on both. We do have an oxygen system that we can refill just by clicking this. We can repair the engines as well. Right here we have our failures. We have random failures, scheduled failures. You can switch between these. Active failures, none are here. Detailed settings. Left engine failure, right engine failure, fire, engine left magneto. And yeah, this is really nice. Here we can move from the left side to the right using these arrow keys. And then on the right side we can change this. Mean time between failure. This is how you change this. Failure off, 100. Very nice. And here the global failure rate, 2 times the real time. So it is very much customizable. Avionics coming on. Cabin air and heat as desired. We are Gucci right now. I went ahead and I filled in our flight plan for us. And as you can see, we're going to be going to Malta. We are in beautiful Italy. And we're going to be flying to Malta. It is a somewhat short flight. And this is a very simple flight plan. We're going to be arriving at Malta. Beautiful day to be flying. Okay, so let's lean our aircraft for the taxi. Let's turn on the taxi lights. And taxi lights. Temperature inside is 12°C. It's good. It's good for me. Hey there, buddy. You sure you want to stay there? There we go. We are going to be taking off out of runway 05. So let's get the heading knob around there. We are holding short of the runway, so we're going to be doing our run up here. Initiators test and consider. Looking good. Remote compass is good. Mixture full rich. Throttle 1700 RPM. You have to add a little bit of throttle and then you wait until the RPM stabilizes. Yeah, this is good. Exercise left propeller. Let's make sure. Yeah, pressure rises. Right one. Full pressure moves as well. Magnetos. Left, and we have a drop in RPM. Both. Now for the right engine. Okay, so far so good. Instrument air, green, and no lights. Yeah. Left alternator off. Illuminated. Load 0. Right alternator off. Light 0. Left on. Light off. You have a load. Propeller heat on. Okay. Windshield heat on. And we do have an initiator. Ammeters does increase a little bit. Yes, it does. Left pitot. Let's see if we can see this from here. It is illuminated, but the amps. Yes, it goes up. Right one as well. And it illuminates. Okay. Fuel vent heat. Does go up. Stall warning heat. Does go up a little bit. Surface de-ice manual. Yes, it is increasing. And the initiator is initiating. Then on auto. You have light and it is increasing the pressure. Off. Cockpit window is closed. Throttle 2000 RPM. Cabin altitude, field elevation. Which is 700 actually. Cabin differential, yeah, 0. Cabin climb rate, 10 o'clock. You. Cabin below. Okay. Pressure and door seal. Cabin press test. It is working. $8,000. Electric trim should work. Yes. Autopilot test. So what we're gonna be doing for the test is we're gonna turn on the autopilot and heading mode. Okay, looking good. Now to the right. Yoke is moving. Autopilot coming off. Press twice. It did disengage. Good. Flaps should be fully functional. They are. Flaps set for takeoff. Flight controls are free and correct. Altimeter is set. Departure altitude is set. Takeoff heading is set. Tunnel lights and parking brake is good. We're gonna be turning on the strobe lights and the landing lights. And we're gonna be taxiing into the runway. Now we can turn around. Excellent ground handling, as you can see. Let's adjust the heading. Weather radar coming on. This is the transponder, in case you're wondering. And there's a very nice function here where you can check your flight time as well as the outside air temperature. Very, very nice. Landing lights are on. Beacon and strobe is on. Pitot heat is off. We are good to take off. Both instruments are good. Eighty knots rotation. Flaps up. Toggling the nav and go. Let's hand fly this for a little bit. As you can see, the performance in this aircraft is outstanding. Look at the climb rate. The vertical speed is unbelievable. At 2000. There we go. Now let's go autopilot on. There we go. Nav is engaged. After takeoff checklist, so, and route climb, cowl flaps, we're going to be closing them. During the climb, you can keep on max continuous power if you want to, which is this one, max continuous power, 2700 RPM, throttle full open, cowl flaps is required, AC is required. Speaking of this, we're going to be turning on the pitot heat. So yeah, cowl flaps is required. They are closed. Cabin pressure, we're going to monitor this. AC, cabin heater, engine performance. Let's pull the prop back a little bit. There we go. And 36 inches of mercury. There we go. There we go. after reaching this waypoint, we're gonna climb a little bit higher, up to 15,000. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be pressurizing the aircraft. We're gonna engage this. Let's do 1400 feet per minute. And if we look at the pressurization right here, we have the altitude inside the cabin, and inside is the max altitude we can fly at with this pressure. So let's say we do 7, we can fly a little bit above 19. Then we can keep looking at this. Very, very nice. So 7 should be enough. So we're gonna pressurize the cabin and the door seal. This is a turbocharged aircraft, and if you're curious, it means the turbocharger is capable of supplying and the engine is capable of using intake manifold pressure greater than that of sea level. And a very nice thing about this kind of engine is you don't have to touch the mixture when you reach your cruise altitude, as long as you're not flying too high. But here we have the EDM 760, which is a fantastic piece of equipment. And if you click here, lean find, so ROP, rich of peak, if you hold here in the middle, you're gonna get lean of peak, LOP, and this is if you want to lean your mixture. So your full mixture, we're gonna pull the mixture, keep pulling, keep going. Okay, last peak. Let's find the spot. There we go. Almost there. It takes a lot of finesse to get it right. There we go, and now we can repeat the process to the left engine if we want to. We're gonna keep pulling. Slowly. There we go. Then we add again. Should be roughly in the same area. Around this area. Yeah. So if you want to lean your mixture, we're not really gonna do that. But this is a really, really nice piece of equipment. I like this a lot. We are approaching Malta, so we're gonna start our descent to 6,000. Arm. 500, and we can start pulling the throttle. There we go. And let's check our checklist. Set destination altitude, which is pretty much sea level. Sea level. Cowl flaps closed. They are. Throttle reduce. We have. Mixture rich. Engine performance monitor. We are looking good. I really like to fly high when I'm crossing the ocean, especially when it's a GA aircraft. I'm always thinking about the possibility of losing one of the engines, and it's not gonna be a good day if you lose an engine over so much water. We are lucky that we have 2 of them, but still, not something I would look forward to. We have the runway in sight, so landing lights coming on. Prop full forward, mixture full forward, cowl flaps open. And below 150, landing gear coming down. Autopilot is off. See if we can lose some airspeed so we can start applying some flaps. Go. $120 flaps 1. One red. Oof. Let's get a glide path. Full flaps. Ooh. It's a little bit windy. I'm not too worried about landing on the numbers, or even slightly ahead of the numbers at a 1,000-foot marker. This is a very, very capable aircraft, and we should be good. Just a little bit worried about the wind. No. There we go. Center line. Hey there, buddy. There we go. That was fun. That was very, very nice. Flaps coming up. Weather radar coming off. Engine condition still 100. Yeah, we've been taking good care of the engines. They are looking good. Okay, so let's clean up. Park and brake. That was a very, very fun flight. After landing checklist, cowl flaps open, they are. Landing lights off, taxi lights on. Cabin altitude, differential incline 0. Let's dump and off. Weather radar off and standby. Lights as required. Ice protection all off. AC as desired, and cabin air and heat as desired. After landing checklist complete. Transponder on standby. Outside air temperature is 16. Yeah, we can open the window. Listen to the engine a little bit. Beautiful engine. You can even hear the turbocharger. Black Square did a fantastic job with this aircraft. It handles beautifully. It is a high performance aircraft. It's decently fast, you can fly high. You have 2 engines, which is really, really nice. Let's find a nice area to park at, like this one here. Just gonna follow the taxi line. Yeah, let's say this is our parking spot. So, what do I think about the steam gauge overhaul Baron by Black Square? It is, quite frankly, my favorite aircraft for the foreseeable future, at least for GA aircraft. This is a high-performance aircraft. It is extremely well done. The flight model is beautiful. I like it a lot. And the best part is the systems inside. They are so meticulously crafted. Everything works. Every single electrical feature works. The circuit breakers, they are all functional. It is an aircraft that actually requires you to try and be a pilot, as you should be. You have to stay ahead of the aircraft, and if you let the aircraft stay ahead of you, you will have to try and catch up. So this is fantastic. The ground handling is amazing. You can turn some quite tight turns, and I like that. Very often I fly on places where I don't really have any tugs, any pushback really. So I like this. The entire package is a must-have for anyone that likes general aviation aircrafts. This is my favorite twin-engine GA aircraft. You can get this in a bundle alongside the Bonanza. The Bonanza is another fantastic aircraft by Black Square. I absolutely loved them both. I highly recommend both. This is very, very much worth buying. And I will have a link for this in my description down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and it also lets me know you guys are enjoying the content. And wherever you are, I hope you stay safe, fly safe. Bye bye.